Today is day 11 of me trying to improve my life by going from an average intermediate video editor to an expert video editor. And I'm going to talk about something today, and that is the reality of learning online. Okay? What I'm talking about is the reality of learning online. And this is coming from someone that is learning freely on YouTube. I'm trying to go from an average to an expert by learning on YouTube for free. It's actually very good to pay for courses. Like, I'm a big fan of paying for courses if you have the money. But at the same time, I also don't believe if you don't buy a course, you can't learn something or you can't become an expert in video editing. I don't believe so. I believe if you don't have the money and you have the sheer determination and the willingness to learn, then YouTube might just be enough for you to learn. It might take time, but at least it's kind of enough. So now, what are the problems I'm really facing? The first thing is information overload. There are lots of informations on YouTube. There are a lot of videos on YouTube. At the same time, I'll still say it's just like there are no much videos on YouTube. There are much videos on YouTube, but it still feels like there aren't enough because most people posting content on YouTube are trying to like post a snippets so that you can get value, a little value from them. Then at some point you're going to trust them and then you pay them money to get the main value, which is their course or their courses. That's what most creators do. Most of them, I can say 99%, they post like a little bit, then you watch it, you like it, you see more of their content, and then you're gonna feel convinced to want to pay for their courses. So since there are a lot of creators doing this, you're gonna find so many videos out there, but like it's not easy to find videos where the creators are breaking down stuff like step by step and explaining for someone that completely knows nothing about, for example, a set animation to go from not knowing it to knowing how to do it without coming to like um check the video while they are doing it. You get what I'm saying? So that's one of the problems. So much information at the same time, lack of information. Then I'll say there is no there is no like there's no form of curriculum. There is no form of sequential order when it comes to learning on YouTube. Unlike when you buy a course, you're gonna see curriculum, you're gonna see objectives, you're gonna see sequential order of what you want to learn. You learn this, after this is gonna lead you to this, is gonna lead you to this, is gonna lead you to this. On YouTube, you can literally start from here and then you're here and then you're here and then you're here. You're just completely scattered, going over different things. There is no sequential order. So you just have to organize things yourself and do. I think that's one of the perks of actually learning for free on YouTube. Then another thing is finding quality tutorials. Okay, it's not easy to find quality tutorials. You're easily going to see thumbnails that are eye catchy and trying to convince you that once you click on this video, you're gonna watch, the tutorial that's gonna take you from here to here, those kind of things, and then you end up clicking it. Then you're just realizing that instead of learning something big, you just learn something like one small part of an edit. For example, let's say you see a creator posting that this video is going to teach you how to edit like Iman Gadji. And at the end of the day, when you click to watch that video, you just see the creator breaking out, just breaking one part of Iman. Let's say Iman Gadji's video is like 20 minutes, and he has probably like hundreds of those kind of videos on his page. Then you see a creator picking just one of those videos and taking like 10 seconds of it and explaining how it was edited. And I'm like, huh? How would me learning how to edit just this little part of it like make me be able to learn just like Iman Gadji? So, like I said, majorly you don't find quality content like quality tutorials. Most of these tutorials are just there to give you crumbs. Then from there they'll try to make you want more and try to convince you to buy their course at the end of the day. And like I said, I'm a big fan of buying courses if you have the money. But at this point of my life, I don't have the money to afford it. The cheapest course you can get now is $47 a month. A month, not $47 lifetime. I think that's the cheapest. And yeah, averagely you need to be spending like 70, 80, $100 a month to be learning. But I can't afford that. Maybe later down the line I'll be able to do that. But at this point I can't. So I just have to stick to YouTube. Then aside the hard part of it, one thing I've also like seen, or one thing I've realized about myself is I'm completely overwhelmed with where I want to be at and where when compared to where I currently am in my video editing career. I logged onto Twitter yesterday, X, and I'll forever call it Twitter. And I saw some other video editors. I saw their contents, their portfolios, and I was like, fuck, I have a fucking long way to go. Like, okay, I've always been saying I'm going to pull up my video, like my edits on the screen for you guys to see, but I haven't been doing that. On this video, I'm going to pull it up like right now for you guys to see.
Chamomile isn't just tea, it's a whole ritual in one flower. Here are 3 ways I love to use chamomile. First, I steep loose flowers in hot water for a calming tea that melts away the day's stress. It's like a warm hug in a cup. Second, I add chamomile to hot water for a soothing facial steam. It opens up my pores and leaves my skin feeling refreshed and radiant. And lastly, I fill a little pouch with dried chamomile and tuck it under my pillow for a sleep satchel. The gentle scent helps me drift off into a peaceful slumber. My 3 ways in 30 seconds. How do you use chamomile?
Now I compare like what I'm editing compared to what I'm seeing these guys edit on Twitter, and it's like it's gonna take me forever to learn this kind of stuff. Like I can't even fathom how I'm going to learn stuff like that. It's just looking like it's magic. It's magic. That's how it looks to me. I'm like, where the fuck do I start from if I'm about to edit something like this? I don't know. I'm just completely overwhelmed. But yeah, it's not like I'm looking for an advice on how to not be overwhelmed. Like obviously, I know for you to do something great, you have to be patient with yourself. You have to just try to improve daily. And at the end of the day, after a very long while, you're going to realize that you are actually far better than when you got started. Yeah, and that was something I was discussing with a friend of mine recently. And she was telling me like, and this is something I said in my last video. She also told me again, she just said it like a reminder to me that I actually need to stop trying to get to the point where I want to be at in 30 days or in 60 days or in 90 days. And I need to stop like taking this thing I'm doing as a challenge, and I should take it as a normal lifestyle. Okay? So instead of me saying I'm going all in for 30 days or 60 days, I should just go all in and take it as a normal lifestyle. And just normally take breaks. Maybe like after a long while, maybe 3 weeks or after 3 months or so, just take breaks and then continue and just live my life that way and take it as a lifestyle so that I won't be feeling pressured. I think that's actually the right thing to do, so I won't be feeling pressured. I'm just gonna like be living my life normally, learning every day, trying to improve every day, trying to do more every day, and eventually after a long while, maybe after like 6 months, after like a year, then I can actually see or actually I can actually ask myself like how far have I gone, and can I now compare myself to these people I'm seeing on Twitter, because I believe these guys did not just wake up one day and they learned everything within like 30 days or like within 60 days. Yeah, so that's the next thing I need to keep in mind. Then the final thing I'll say in this video, I'm just saying a lot of things. Like I'm actually tired because this is like after 1. It is 10 minutes past 1 a.m. Okay, I'm kind of feeling sleepy, but I don't think I'm sleeping anytime soon. Anyway, last thing I want to say is um sleeping by 5. I'm so tired. Sleeping by 10 p.m. or sleeping by 9 p.m. and waking up by 5 a.m. every day is not something I think I can continue with. And I actually wrote down advantages and disadvantages. And I think the disadvantages, or let me say, I think the advantage of not having to do that is more than the advantage of having to do it. Okay? So this is what I mean. When I wake up by 5, I walk from 5, like I walk, I'm awake, I'm like hyped up, I have energy to walk, whatever. From 5 a.m. till when I normally close, which is like 4, 5 p.m. Let's just say 5 p.m. And I spend 10 hours working, and let's say one hour or 2 hours. I spend mostly like 9 hours working. I take 1 hour early in the morning to do other stuff. Then I start working by 6. Then I take 1 hour from 10 to 11. Then I take another 1 hour from like 2 to 3. So that's like 3 hours off. So that's like 9 hours of work, 3 hours of work, 3 hours off. Now, if I want to sleep early, like if I want to wake up early, like 5 a.m. the next day, I'll have to follow a nice routine that starts by 8 and try to ensure I sleep by 10. Right? So I can only work 9 hours a day. Meanwhile, I really think I really need to increase the hours. 9 hours a day might not be enough for me. I think I need to make it more. Because imagine me sleeping for 8 hours, and after sleeping for 8 hours, I'm still left with about 16 hours of my day. And within that 16 hours, I'm only spending 9 hours to work. Meaning 7 hours is gone, is not accounted for. 7 hours is not accounted for. What am I using 7 hours for? I can't even explain. So I think it's better I just work throughout the period where I'm awake. And then whenever I feel sleepy, I sleep. Because if I keep staying awake and working overnight, I don't need a nice routine to fall asleep. Once I finish working by 3 a.m. and I lay on my bed by 3 a.m., by 3:02, I'm sleeping. But if I have to sleep by maybe 9 p.m., I have to start a nice routine by 8. I have to have eaten by 5 or 6 and make sure I don't eat any other thing after then or drink any other thing. Then I have to off my phone, off my laptop, and lay on my bed and, go through a lot of process just to trick myself or to force myself to sleep by 9. Meanwhile, all those things takes time. Like it takes time. So meaning if I finish working by 5 p.m. during the day, I'll have to eat, do a lot of things, and do a lot of nice routine and try to force myself to sleep 5 hours later. Meanwhile, I can just walk and walk and walk till I'm so tired. And then once I close my eyes to sleep, I sleep immediately. Then I'll still sleep for the 7-8 hours. And I wake up whenever I wake up. For example, if I sleep by 3 a.m., count 7 hours from then. I wake up, I take 1 hour to do whatever I want to do. Then my day is going to start from the next hour. I think that will help me to work more hours than following this sleep by 9, wake up by 5, and do the routine and do this. Like, so yeah, that's what I think. It might not be the best for my health, but I mean, it will not kill me. Let's be honest, it will not kill me. At least if I do this for like I'm not doing this for the rest of my life, right? I'm not going to do this for the next 10 years. But like if I can just do it for now, I mean it will not reduce my, if I was going to live 90 years, it will not reduce it to 80 years. So I'm good. I think that's the new plan for me. And I'd like to hear what you people think about it in the comment section. Anybody that really works long hours should explain to me, what do they think about this, my new method? This is the method I want to follow. Right now I'm feeling sleepy, but I don't think I want to sleep. I think I'll sleep. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow or maybe next tomorrow or whenever I post a video. But I'm going to try to update my YouTube, update my journey, update you guys about my journey at least. at least 3 times a week. But hopefully, I'm able to post another video tomorrow. And with that said, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye for now. Why am I always doing that? Fuck.